Welcome in to my live stream crew. So good to see everybody. Welcome. We've got a lot to cover today. I'm going to dial live. I've got a lesson. It's going to be a bit lecture style here. And so good to see all of you. Kay, good to see you. Marilyn, good to see you. Mike, Marlon, Tim, Amanda, Christopher. What's up? Welcome in. I've got leads from Joe and Judith, from Jason Hadaway, from Christopher, from Tim McKelvey, and got a couple follow-ups from Tara. So hop on in here. Welcome in. If you're online, what's up? Aiden, good to see you, brother. If you're online, just give some fire emojis in the chat or some hellos, and let's get the things a hopping. All right. Get the chats a hopping. Welcome in. I'm going to shout everybody I see in the comments here. Let's see here. We have Aiden, Bill Welsh, the architect. What's up? Lynn, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. So today I'm talking about how to turn no's to yeses. This is vital because as you're doing this business, you're going to constantly find yourself. What's up, Leo? You're going to constantly find yourself getting no's. I was reminded again this week, somebody online had, what's up, Josh? So excited for you, man, you and your mom. So as you're doing this business, and I was reminded this week, somebody had just commented on one of the videos. One of my assistants sent me a screenshot, and the person had said, I've tried owner financing, and there is no deals in my area that will owner finance. And it just never ceases to amaze me every time I hear that, because I get it. Nobody in my area wants to either, and nobody in any of your areas. I get it. Until we type it in the chat, ask the right questions. So today I'm going to dive in. What's up, Nina? Good to see you. I'm going to dive in and I'm going to help you, Boss OG. I'm going to help you know how to turn the no's to yeses. Ask better questions, get better responses. I'm going to give you the 3 stages of turning those no's to yeses. And you're going to see me doing these dials live, and hopefully we get to turn some no's to yeses while we're doing these dials live as well. But in the meantime, I want to show you the framework, the foundation of how over the years I've done over 500 deals by constantly asking the right questions to take sellers from, heck no, I would never sell on payments. Why would I do that? To, gosh, something at least I would be open to hearing more about. So a no to a yes always comes by, type it in the chat, offering solutions. Offering solutions. This is your notes. Offering solutions. How do we offer solutions? We find out what the seller needs and we see if we can give it to them. So this is live dials. Marilyn, shout out to you. First one in the chat there. I see you. We're going to start with some live dials. We have a deal here from Joe and Judith that is Tim, an agent in Idaho. So we're going to first dial Joe and Judith's lead from Idaho. And as you guys know, if it's your first time here, welcome. But as you guys know who have been here before, the toughest part sometimes is just getting somebody on the darn phones. So that's what we're going to start and do right now. Your call has been forwarded. Oh, going to double dial him. Welcome in. Everybody who is just coming in online. What's up, Valerie? Your call has been forwarded. Everybody who is just coming in online for the first time, welcome. I have in the chat a free gift for you. You're going to see that pinned at the top of the comments, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or wherever. So grab that free gift where I'm going to be breaking down how to structure these deals. And you can thank me later. We are now going to dial Jason's lead. That is Karina. We're going to dial till we get a good conversation or two on the phone.
may be recorded.
What's up, William? What's up, Laura Lee? CD Dotson. Hello there. Janet, welcome. What's up, Joanne? So nice to see you. It was great seeing you last week. Tara, hello again. Do.
Beaver Meadows. Please leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
All right. We're going to call Tim. Oh, Jason, I just got a text from that number that you have on the Monroe Street, and it says it's hot pads. That's interesting. Now we're dialing Tim's lead on News Club Lane. What's up, Justin? Alice, good to see you.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Well, we're going to get somebody on the phone. Now we're trying another lead from Tim. Boom, boom, boom. Something that I'm going to share with you is how to turn a no's to yeses. And as I share it, I'm going to go deep in what I call the seller psychology. See, there is being a good closer, meaning good at sales, selling is serving. And then there is knowing how to be a good closer in creative real estate, which is the next level of the skill. And what this is all about is how do I turn you into a next level closer in real estate?
Por favor, deje su mensaje para...
Let's see. We're going to call Helen Street. And as we dial these sellers, there's something that, of course, when I started, as some of you have heard me say, when I started dialing back in 2014, I would pray and dial. I would dial and pray they didn't answer because I was terrified. And I didn't want them to answer. I didn't want it to turn to a deal because I was worried of what that would mean. I didn't know how to do these deals. And over time, you get in the habit of talking to these sellers.
The Google subscriber you have called is not...
Man, today we are just in a string of no answers. All right, we're going to try this one. This is Michael on Fielding Way. What's up? Top notch trends says same. All good. So the very first thing we do, I'm gonna give you lesson 1 out of 3 here while we're dialing and getting somebody on the phone. Today is extraordinarily more dials to get somebody on the phone, and that's the way it is sometimes. That's okay. More dials to get somebody on the phone. When that happens, of course, I want to point out that it's coming into the holiday season and many people are slowing down. Will it be more difficult sometimes to get someone on the phone? Absolutely. But when you do get someone on the phone, those are the more motivated sellers that we can help faster. So don't let that be a stopper just because it's more difficult to get somebody on the phone. So the number one way that we turn a no to a yes, then type it in the chat. Delayed cash sell. This is the number one way that we turn no's to yeses. I use the phrase delayed cash sell. By the way, you can ask questions in the chat and you can keep them hopping, because if you're wondering it, probably several other people are too, and I'll answer those as they come.
Phone number 74.
I'm going to start texting these people. Hey, it's Andrew. Interested in the house you're selling on Main Street. When do you have a minute to talk? Something that will often come up is people will tell you, hey, I don't want to sell my house on payments. I just want to be done with it. I just want to make sure that I get all my cash. I just want to move on. All of these different phrases they'll use to blow the owner financing idea, creative financing, out of the water. So we always come back and I ask them, well, let me ask you this. If we could work out all the details, would you consider a delayed cash sale? That's how I bought hundreds of houses. A delayed cash sale. Man, when you ask that question, you'll be surprised. Well, what does that mean? How delayed? What are you doing? You're write it down. You're getting back in the game. You're getting back in the game again. So, calling now, Rutherford Street. I'm going to answer a couple of these questions. That's number one, how we turn no's to yeses. We re-ask the question. Write it down. Ask with confidence.
Please leave.
Hey, this is Andrew. Interested in your house on Rutherford Street. When do you have a minute to talk? Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to dial two more, see if one of them answers, and then I'm going to give you two more lessons, and then we actually have a call scheduled as a follow-up here in 15 minutes. So we
Mailbox belonging to 21.
double dial them because they kicked me to voicemail.
The mailbox belonging.
Hey, it's Andrew. Interested in your house on Private Road, 1510. When do you have a minute to talk? I have a very cool free gift for all of you listening online as well. I'll talk about that. I'm going to go through and answer these questions as well here in just a moment. What's up, Justin? What's up, Shez? What's up, Alice? Boss OG. So tonight, yes, that is, you can sign up for the 3-day challenge. It started last night. Tonight, I'm deep diving in how to structure and negotiate deals. And tomorrow night is AI and real estate. So grab that link in the chat and sign up. You will be invited to another one. The next one is happening in January. So we're quite a ways out from the next one that's happening. So grab that, hop in tonight and tomorrow night, Boss OG. Fred said, you hit me between the eyes one time when you said you ain't worried about them telling you no, you're worried about them telling you yes. That's good stuff. I have a realtor friend in SoCal. I need to convert him to Truca True Believer Investor. Good. Way to go. What are the little crowns? Can I ask what are the little crowns? That's a really good question, Leo, and I would love to tell you what the little crowns are, but I'm not sure what little crowns you're talking about. But let me know, and I'll be happy to find out and answer you. All right, next, number 2. We're going to dial some follow-ups next. Number 2, while we're waiting on a couple of these follow-ups to happen shortly, I want to point out how we turn no's to yeses is type it in the chat. You'll need to remember this. You'll want to remember this. More money over time. more money over time. Often I will be on the phone with the seller. They'll tell me no, 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 no. I don't want to do this creative financing thing. No, I don't. I just want to be done with it. I just want X, X, and X. All of these excuses of reasons that they just want to be done with it, don't want to sell. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of sellers, in fact, most sellers are not a fit for what we do. We're not a fit for them. They're not a fit for us. And that's okay. So don't get hung up or feeling bad just because deals don't work. It would be weird. Often I'll have somebody come in and they've done their first 10 calls and 8, 9 people told them, no, 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 I won't entertain that. And they finally get to the 10th or 11th or 15th one and somebody said maybe, and they're going, oh my gosh, why is everybody telling me no? Listen, that's normal. It'd be weird if everybody told you yes. If every single seller you called says, yes, please buy my house now, nothing down, everybody would be in this business. But what those no's are, as we call those, type it in the chat, the separators. The no's are the separators. Those are the ones that separate the K's and the Mikes and the Marylands and the Jasons and the winners. Those of you who are doing deals or plan on doing deals, it is the winners that are separated from those who give up because you're willing to go through the no's to get to the yeses. It's part of the deal. It's part of the process. Just like when you buy the house, you buy slow, you buy it on a finance, you sell on lease option. Just like when you go to sell the house, most of the people who call you are going to be flat broke or looking for just a rental house. Can I get an amen K? Most people are not going to have $10, $20, $30, $40,000 to put down as a non-refundable option deposit. Type it in the chat, NROD, as a non-refundable option deposit on the property, an INROD we call it. Most people are not going to have an INROD that is a sizable INROD. Most people are going to have 500, 1,000, 1,500, 300, all of these different numbers down. Those are not the people you're going to do business with. Those are people, yes, I love to help people. And this is a for-profit business. So understand when you're doing this buy on or finance and sell on lease option, what are we doing? We are solving problems. So number 1, delayed cash sell. Number 2, how we turn no's to yeses. Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, would you be open to netting more money over time? Netting more money over time. A lot of times they'll come back and they will say something like, well, how much more? How much time are we talking? Now we're back in the game. All right. Jason says, some will, some won't. So what? Someone else is waiting. I like that. When they say no, I say next. Make your no your vitamin. I like that. That's good, Jason. You've been doing this a while. I like your attitude. Leo says they are purple and some viewers have it in the chat. Oh, I got you. Yes, the purple crowns in the YouTube chat. Good question. I think that's the more you comment, the more hearts you send, like you get certain status. I don't fully understand how it works, truthfully. So just comment more and send more hearts on YouTube and see if you can regain your crown. All right. It's my shameless bribe to get you interacting and help the algorithms grow. Oh, yes. All right. Number 3, how we turn no's to yeses. I'm going to share with you number 3, and then we're going to get somebody else on the phone. My gosh, somebody has to answer. Number 3 is, write it down if you're taking notes. I just want to be done with the property. I just want to be done with the property. You're going to hear this all the time. Be listening for this. I just want to be done with the property normally means 2 things. Number 1, I had a bad experience on terms or owner financing or whatever, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to take it back again if I ever resell something on owner financing. Or 2, and most of the time, I don't understand your offer. All the time, we'll be talking about payments over time. What's the least you'll take a month? What's the least you'll take down? And what's the least you'll take on price? The big 3. We talk about those all the time. And I'll be on the phone with the seller and they will say, I just want to be done with the property. So I will respond, awesome. Let me ask you this, Janet. If I can show you how I can buy the house and close with our real estate attorney, and once I buy the house, you're free and can just move on, would you entertain taking payments over time? If I can show you how I can accomplish your goal, in other words, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, are you open to hearing how I can do that? Are you open? Well, almost no one is ever going to say no to that. My gosh, if you're offering to show me how to make more money over time, I mean, my gosh, I might as well at least listen to you and see how you plan to do that. So understand that you are solving the seller's problem. Nothing changes till we change. So we get paid in direct accordance to the size of problems we solve. How do we solve these problems? How do we change the no's to yeses? We're going to do a follow up with one of Joe and Judas leads. Then we're going to do a follow up immediately following that with one of Christopher Unlimited. What's up, brother? With one of Christopher's leads. Then we got lots more leads to dial, actually. We just got to get somebody on the phone. This is a realtor who had a portfolio that we've been talking to.
Hello, it's Ashley Wilkinson with Keller. Please leave your name and number, and I'll give you a phone call back as soon as I can. Thank you. At the tone. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Ashley, it's Andrew. Just giving you a
We
ring
did
back.
not get your message, either because you were not speaking or because of a bad connection. To disconnect, press 1. To record your message, press 2.
Hey, Ashley, it's Andrew.
Press 1.
Hey, Ashley, it's Andrew. I was just giving you a call back on the portfolio. No rush. Just wanted to check in, see how your call went yesterday with. Give me a call or a text back, and we'll talk soon, my friend. Thank you. Bye for now. All right. That's the message. We'll see what happens. We've been building a relationship with her. I'm going to do something else, too. Let me go through here. I believe we have a portfolio going with Lynette. Let's see how this one's going. Do. All right. We have a follow up with Lynette's seller. I'm going to bring you up to speed on these two deals. So the next two follow ups we have right now are, and by the way, guys, if you're taking notes, you should write this down. You should remember that the fortune is in the follow up, and it's way overstated, except it's true. The fortune is in the follow up. In other words, when we go to get on the phone, and the next call is going to be with what's the gentleman's name here? With a seller from Christopher Unlimited. It's a portfolio. It's 6 houses. Garen. Going to be with Garen. Garen has 6 houses in New Mexico. Garen is open to selling these houses on terms. So our objective is to make an offer where, hey, Valerie got a crown. We should start giving out cash for crown. Who likes that idea? If you like cash for crowns on YouTube, cash for crowns. I like that. Now, all my Zoom people, you got to stay on Zoom. You can't just leave me and go to YouTube so you get crowns. So for all of my people in the Zoom, you get to submit leads. So that's your multifaceted gift. The next call is with Garen, the 6 property portfolio in New Mexico. Last week it was 5, and then we scheduling a follow up, seeing if we could turn it to a deal. And the call after that is with Lynette's lead. It's a realtor, and this realtor, let's see, is Amanda in the house? Gail or Logia, could you? Hey, Amanda, Can you get me the phone number after we call Garen? I'm gonna call Lynette's lead. Can you get me the lead, the phone number and name of that realtor for Lynette's lead? I forgot to bring that in my office with me. It's the 13 unit deal in Georgia. It's 12 properties. Yep, it's the portfolio that Lynette had from the event. Thank you so much. So, something I want you, all of you, to be thinking, and that is how do I position myself for success? There's a transfer of wealth happening, and as I'm getting ready to call back Garen, you're going to notice I'm positioning this because people of wealth, we don't ask, "Can I?" We ask, "How do I?" And so I'm going to be structuring this to where it makes sense. It's very likely when we share the structure with Garen of this deal that we've been going back and forth on, it's very likely that he says no. And when he says no, guess what Christopher Unlimited is going to do? He's going to go find another better deal. It's also possible and somewhat likely that he says, well, gosh, sure, let's do it. Well, darn it. Then Christopher Unlimited has to go to work buying this portfolio. Wouldn't you know? And so we're okay either way. Same thing with the Nets portfolio. It's a conglomerate of properties, 13 doors, 12 different properties, 12 different deeds in Georgia. Co-living is huge in the Atlanta area right now. Who here thinks it would be smart if you could buy 13 properties in Georgia valued at around $4 or $5 million? If you could buy those and be in them for less than 50,000 down total, that it might be worth considering turning them to co-living. Who likes that plan? Give me a yes in the chat. Okay. In other words, I want you to be thinking, how do I structure this? How do I structure this? All right. We're going to follow up with Garen now. And then we're going to follow up with Lynette's lead. What's up, Ferno? For Nizzle. So good to see you.
This is Garen. How can I help you?
Garen, it's Andrew calling you back. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good. Did I catch you a good time?
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
Cool. Hey, so 2 quick questions, brother. I think you sent my partner Christopher another house, and I wanted to get the details on that one. What are you asking? And kind of fill me in about that property, because I know we was discussing the 5 last week, and I believe it's now 6.
That one is in Henderson, Nevada, just right outside Lake Las Vegas. It's in Lake Las Vegas. It's a golf course community.
Okay. And what would you be asking for that one?
That one is priced. We just priced it at $799.
$799. Okay. And does it have a debt as well, or is it free and clear?
Yeah, it does. We have an account on it.
Okay. About.
And there is 2 other properties on the market. One of them same size. It's a penthouse, and it's priced at $899, I believe it is. So we've got ours priced pretty well.
Good.
So it's about 3,000 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 5-bath, 2-car garage.
Yep. Okay. And what's the debt on it?
I don't know, 600, I think.
600. Okay. All right. Okay. So you would be asking, let me see. We were at, for the 5, we were discussing if we could get around 2 million, put around $500,000 in your pocket now, and you could take the other 500. So with this one added in, you'd be looking at somewhere around 2.7 and change, 2.8, right?
Somewhere there, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think it was, you're close. I don't have the file in front of me. Let me pull it up. Let me see.
Yeah, all good.
So, let me see around that. Let me pull it up. Yeah, so I'm about 2.15 on the 5.
2 point.
And then this one's $799.
Okay. So let me ask you, would you do?
Just FYI, I got a guy that wanted a contract on it, wanted to give me $100 grand down and carry the note on it. He just wanted to go a little longer than what I wanted to. So, so just FYI, I mean, I'd like to get some money on it as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that one is, what's the payment, by the way, on the 600? Is it 2020 rates?
3,600, something like that, 37, something like that.
Okay. So you're probably at what? Quick math, 6% interest?
5.5.
5.5. Okay. Okay. So let me ask you on, if we've done this as kind of two separate transactions, back to the 5, because that's what my brain had been on.
Sure.
The 5 properties, if we could agree on buying them for $2 million, and giving you 500 down essentially, and 500 then when we resell them, put a balloon on that, and then would you be open? Because we have basically the way we would be looking to structure it is we would be looking to buy them on a very short-term note, and then refinance them with our institutional national lender, which would then pay off your debts. That's going to be the best way to do it, and get 500 in your pocket. I mean, your 500 would just be as a second across, however many of them. Is that something that you would be open to ride out? That'd probably be, between a 3 and 6 month process to get that 500 in your pocket.
I would need 500 sooner than later. The other 500 I can sit on for a little while, but I would need some cash up front.
Okay. Tell me about the development you're working on. What's the
I've done development in the past, and so we do residential custom homes. Right now I'm looking at a 6-home subdivision in a bedroom community of Santa Fe, which is a service center to Los Alamos, which has a Los Alamos National Labs. Santa Fe marketed prices just keep going up and up and up. So a lot of people are looking for other opportunities. So on a custom home, I can build in this community, Espanola, and price it into the marketing of engineers, or market it into engineers in Los Alamos for a reasonable price of $799, $789, which that same home in Santa Fe brings 1.3.
Got it.
So that's kind of what I'm working on.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the one that's mostly immediately in front of me.
Okay.
So it's a 6-home gated subdivision.
When you say, and the reason I was asking, because you're needing that 500 for that subdivision, right?
Yeah, I need the 500 to move around.
Yeah. Okay. When you say you need it sooner than later, like I know these things take a little time, but
Sure.
what's kind of the deadline on that? Is it like I really need it by January? Sooner is always better. I get that, but is like January? Is it March? Is there any deadlines of approval things coming up? Or
I'd like to have it before the end of the year.
Got it. Okay. So probably what that would mean then, rather than waiting on institutional guys, would be to I'm going to actually call my guy who does my HELOCs, my second HELOCs, and what I would probably be doing would be looking to buy it, close on it, and then immediately within 30 to 60 days get the second HELOC and pull the 500 for you out of those HELOCs that I get on the properties. Is that something you are open to, assuming the attorney approves it? We close everything through our real estate attorney that way.
I have to look at it and see how it's written up. Basically. So basically, what I envisioned was 500 on them, basically across the board, 100 on each one of them. Let's just call it that, and then a short-term real estate contract on each one of them, and doing it that way.
Got it. Yeah. So what we would be looking to do would be, assuming we worked out all the details, we'd be looking to buy it, take ownership, and it's just owner financing. And then we give you the 500 at whatever agreed time, let's say right now, just for target, we have to figure out all the exact dates, but before end of year, give you the 500 and then agreement to pay you the other 500 out at some point down the line. And we'd probably do that by selling off 2 or 3 of them, paying you off your 500 and then, continuing to hold the other 2 or 3.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, as long as we're doing the 500 at time of inception of closing. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to call my HELOC guy and see if we can get that done. I'm not certain that that's going to work out, but because everything that I've done with with that guy before has been stuff I already own. So let me find that out and we'll give you a call back. Probably be next week, but we'll give you a call back either later this week or next. And we'll kind of keep this ball rolling and see if we can bring it to a conclusion of either part as friends or get it done and move it across the finish line.
Okay. Sounds
Awesome.
good.
All right. Thanks, Garen.
Thanks.
All right. Bye for now.
All right.
All right. So that was good. I'm gonna share with you kind of what happened there, but I just got a call back from one of our leads, so I want to call them first.
The mailbox belonging to.
Elaine says, "How do we get crowns?" Add a bunch more comments and fire emojis and
The
hearts.
mailbox.
Hey, it's Andrew calling you back. Is now a good time to talk still? All right. Let's get through the comments and questions, and then we are going to follow up with our next portfolio. Where's the link for the challenge and AI meeting? I got you, Karen. Let me, if you can, Aloja, Gail, or Amanda, drop that challenge link in the chat in both Zoom and again on YouTube. Thank you so much. By the way, for everybody in the Zoom room, and for all of you who are hopping in, I'll talk about it on tonight's challenge, but all of you in the Zoom room are already qualified. We're doing a AI masterclass tomorrow. And that AI masterclass, all of you will want to be there. It's tomorrow at 12 PST, 3 EST. And I'll be talking about it tonight on the challenge. So for all of you who are not in the Zoom room yet, hop on the challenge tonight and we'll talk about how you can get that. All right. We have Kingsley says, how do you make the realtor all warm and fuzzy about their commission when offering sub 2? I don't do sub 2 anymore. I always do a wraparound mortgage. How I make the realtor warm and fuzzy about their commission is I just ask the realtor, hey, if I agree on all the details and pay your commission up front, would your seller entertain payments over time? Hello? Hey, it's Andrew. Who's this?
This is Lola. They told me to call this number.
Oh, hey, Lola. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Bring me back up to speed. Remind me, we was interested in buying your house, but it was actually just working on another project, and so you surprised me with the call. Where were we at on your house? Where are we between what you're looking to get and where we was making you an offer?
I'm looking to get 125, period.
Yeah, we was looking to.
I put a lot of money in that house.
Yeah, I remember. So I actually have a call coming up here in 4 minutes, so I'll need to be short. My question is, are you open at this point to 125 over time? Like we
No.
talked about? Okay. Are you open to a low ball cash offer?
How low?
Like 80s?
No.
What would it take to get the deal done with an owner finance deal? What if we gave you like $5,000 up front?
For $80,000?
No, what if we paid you 125? We paid you 5,000 now and 120 over time.
How much time are we talking about?
How long will you give us? Had a 48-minute conversation with her over a collective of not one call, but 3.
You guys don't understand. I need the money to pay off half of this loan that I'm in right now.
Well, the thing is, if we're going to buy it, we got to make a profit. I want to make it a win for you and a win for us. We would buy it and
I guess my question is, if you don't sell this house, what are you going to do with that loan?
Oh, I'll sell it. It might take a little while. I've had a house that's, my house in California didn't sell for a while and it finally sold, but
You're a
I'm
brave
not,
soul, my friend. You have more
yeah,
faith than I do.
yeah. Well, if it don't, well, then it don't. That's just the thing of I just don't feel like it will not sell because, you know,
I have a question for you.
okay.
How many more months is it going to take us sitting on the market for you to believe that maybe you should take an offer that you have in front of you?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. How long's it been up for sale?
Well, actually, it's been on and off probably since April or May, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I had it with a realtor and I took it off and I didn't list it for a while.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm just now getting some listings out there on a couple like Zillow and for sale by owner and stuff like that. So I really, with me moving so fast out of there and then having to keep in touch with that and this house, I've kind of let it just kind of sit. So, I've just taken calls on it and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bend. I've already came down too damn much already, and I feel like I'm at a price that's comfortable with the area that I'm in.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We probably wouldn't be able to go, a cash offer much above 80s or 90s. And then, of course, owner finance. So I could give you 5 or 10 down and pay you 125, but I'd need some time to pay you off. So, um, should we call you back in a couple weeks? You want to think it over, or you just want to stand firm and hope and pray and carry it through the winter months?
Well, it's not hurting me during the summer. I've had it running all this time. Everything is still running, and I have it checked. I have people over there that watch that house like a detective. They roam the house constantly because my family all lives across the street. So they're
Sounds
not
like to
gonna
me
make.
you want to keep the house.
No, I don't want to keep the house.
No?
I just don't know that I just don't feel like I have to be worried about somebody breaking into it and doing something with it.
Okay. And
So,
would it
I
be
can
nice
just,
to get a check every month?
no, because then I just put it away somewhere in my checking account and it would dwindle away and I wouldn't get my loan paid off or nothing.
Yeah. Sounds like it's better to just keep paying the gas bill and electric bill and the mortgage payment and let it sit there.
I don't have a mortgage payment, so I don't have
Well,
to
you
worry
just
about it.
told me you had to pay off the loan on your main house.
Oh, on my main house, yeah. It,
So you do have a mortgage payment.
yeah, well, yeah, that's true, but
I know
I
it.
don't
I
know.
know it. Trying to help you help me help you. All
Well,
right.
you
Well,
taking my house away from me for dirt cheap is not taking it away. I'd rather sit there.
125 is not dirt cheap. I just told you it'd just take me a little while to get you the 125.
Well, you're talking about 3 to 5 years to pay this house off, and that's more like a rental, and you're not going to ever get the title until I get my full balance.
Well,
I'm
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 up.
not going to give you a title just because you pay me $5,000 or $10,000 down.
Sounds like to me that you're proposing a contract for deed, and we might be open to that.
Mm, yeah. Well, I don't know.
All right. I'll follow up with you when I have a little more time. I got to get to this next meeting. We'll
Okay.
talk soon.
Okay. Well, have a good
All
one.
right, you too. Bye. Um, all right. So she's a sweet lady, but my gosh, she's a talker. And so I got another appointment, and we had Joe and Judith, and I and her had a 3-way call. Joe and Judith are part of our mastermind. By the way, shout out. Joe and Judith just closed their first ever wraparound mortgage. So join me in the virtual chat, shouting out, let's go, Joe and Judith. That's your, third or fourth deal of the year? They partnered with us on third. They partnered with us on 2. Actually, they partnered with us on 1. They sold us 1, and now they bought 1 and they're keeping it for themselves. So incredible flow. But I had a great call with her. So just know that was not a cold call. I would do more discovery, but I'd already had a very lengthy call the other day. We already had great rapport. So after I've had rapport, I will cut to the crap and get to the point already, as you guys may or may not know about me if you're new to the world. Bill, Andrew says, when you are doing a wholesale flip, do you hire a title company and order a title search for that wholesale? Always. I always send a I'll always send a deal to the title company to run a title report or a title search before I go any further, because the only thing worse than finding out that you have to spend $100 on a title search and you don't have clear title is to find out that in addition, you have a buyer lined up ready to go, and while you're waiting on that buyer to come through and you've got it all lined up, and then you find out you don't have clear title, now you got a buyer on the hook and a seller on the hook and all sorts of problems. So yes, we always get a title response. Lynette, perfect timing. We are calling Tara right now.
Hi, Tara.
Tara, it's Andrew calling you back. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm good. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, I just finished up actually.
Heck yeah. I have to ask. I have to know. How was Capers?
Oh, it was horrible.
Oh my gosh. Well,
it was not that great.
last time we talked, she told me where she was going for dinner, and I told her she had to report back because it's her first time. Always ask good questions. Interesting. Well, it sounds like to me that you won't be going back there. Is it like what's the vibe? Is it like
some trouble?
Thank you. I'm not adding that one to my list. Is it supposed to be like a nice sit down restaurant?
Yeah, in Kennesaw. Yeah, and they had like a live pianist and
Interesting.
singing some hits. The vibe was cool.
Just missing the good food, huh?
Yeah, was not. They tried to be fancy with it and was not. They just missed it.
Good.
I mean, I could see if it was like low key and stuff, but don't try to make something that it's not. And
yeah.
yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, good to know.
Time, so that's all that matters.
That's the main thing, my friend. Well, I've been looking over the list you sent here to Lynette, and we was just kind of going over the whole thing. So I wanted to run a couple numbers by you. I was trying to remember. I don't have my notes right now. How much debt, or did you know how much debt the seller had on these collectively?
I don't know what his mortgage. Are you talking about his individual?
Yeah. How much he owes on the?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know it'd be half of whatever he's listed for because he paid a pretty good chunk.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this. Here's what I think we could do to make it work, just transparently looking at the numbers. And this is back of napkin math. So just so you know, I'm not, spent money doing all the underwriting or title or not. I ain't started nothing until, of course, we find out if back of napkin math we're in the same range. I think the way we can make this work would be to buy it with him carrying the note. We'd buy it at 2.4 with him carrying the note for, say, 6 months, give or take. And we could immediately go after we close on it. We take ownership. We would immediately go down to our institutional lender and start a refinance to pay off the 2.4 we owe him. We, of course, would write a check up front for your closing, and then his 2.4 would be paid out in around 6 months, as soon as the institutional refi. Just so you understand kind of the background of where that comes from, because it may work on this one, may not. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, you may have something else that does. We're in acquisition mode right now, and we're doing acquisitions one of two ways. We are picking them up one at a time or portfolio at a time with owner financing with minimal down, or two, we're picking them up with institutional money. So we're buying them, carrying them on a super short-term note, and then refinancing them out with institutional money and paying off the seller. And so that's the two main molds that are working for us right now across several markets, including this one. And so if that's something that works for this seller at a 2.4, and he's willing to wait till early to mid next year to get paid out the 2.4 with no long-term carry, just all short-term, then it'd be worth us starting to dig in and explore this together.
And there would be no down payment.
Correct. Yeah, it'd be just be 100% down payment in 6 months or whatever, but it would be nothing the day we close. But we would have protections for him. We could go through those details if you think he's open to 2.4 being paid out in 6 months.
So what do the terms look like on that?
I would want to make sure we, of course, cover his debt. That's why I was asking his debt. If it's 3%, then might be room to pay him on top. Of course, want to make sure there's a little NOI in there. So any repairs in the meantime, it's our responsibility that we're not upside down. So we're flexible on those terms for sure. Main thing is getting it from here to the refi, continuing to not interrupt the cash flow, so that our institutional lender would be willing to complete the refi for and with us.
Okay. And have you worked with this lender before?
Yes.
Okay. And then would you be still using the property management company that
Yes.
they're currently with?
Yes. I would have, of course, some due diligence questions and stuff, but yes, that would be our
Right,
intent
and you
going in.
You can talk to them and all that jazz, make sure for a smooth transition. I don't know that this will work because I know that they needed he needed some cash flow to start the next project.
Okay. Is any of the houses free and clear, or they all have debts?
I believe they all do have that.
Okay. Is there any that are
Yeah.
tremendously under leveraged?
Let me see what I can find out for you just by this
Okay.
sheet here.
Because what we have done before, not too long ago, I bought a portfolio and they there was like 6 of them that was free and clear. So we just bought those 6 cash, and I don't remember the exact numbers now, but we bought a small portion cash to get him his money, and then the remaining we done seller carry, actually on a little longer term, and then we refinanced out our cash deals and those deals. All in one fell swoop. So if there's some that's low leverage, we could probably do a 2-step like that. Again, all contingent on the numbers working.
Yeah, I thought I could quickly look through a few clicks, but I would have to go through about 100 clicks on each property.
Okay, all good.
And log into a different login and all the things and see if he has all that information in there.
Absolutely.
Because again, it's through different entities, but the same seller. Well, let me run this past the owner and kind of see where he's sitting at.
Yeah.
But I can't say.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And
I
yeah,
don't know, but-
just know you would get realtor commission up front. We would continue to use his management the management company he's currently with, and we would either pay him all his money in short amount of time. We'll talk about all those details, but call it 6 months about. And then the other option is if there's substantial equity in any of them, we could do it in a 2-step pattern and give him a chunk up front when we close in the next 30 or 60, and then the remaining of the 2.4 ish whenever we refied it out, and still accomplish that. So
there would be something down in third. You cut out? I don't know if that was me or you, but you said that there would be a down payment, or did I miss that?
Yeah. So the initial conversation was assuming that all are equally leveraged at 50%. If that's the case, I was saying our intent is to buy them with nothing down and pay off the 2.4 in 6 months. Whenever you said you thought he needed some money sooner, I referenced if there's some that are tremendously under leveraged, we might pay cash for 2 or 3 of them. And then that would be his down payment, right? So we would just buy those 2 or 3 or 4 cash at closing, call it December or January. And then he would get his cash out of those. And then he would only be doing the seller carry on the remaining, call it 10.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Let me run this past him and I will get back with you as soon as I hear something.
Cool. Sounds good. When should I expect to hear from you either way?
Definitely tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday? Tomorrow about this time,
Okay, perfect.
if not sooner.
Sounds good. I'll wait a text or a ring from you. Anything you need in the meantime, or if there's, missing details, or you're like, he likes the numbers, but he just wants to kind of see some stuff in writing, more than happy to do that. I just wanted to make sure before we went putting together contracts or all the big
Yeah,
steps
I'm
to
sure
see
he'll
if
have,
we're in the same
you know,
range.
a lot of questions, and I'll get back with you to get those answered.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks,
I'll
Tara.
talk to you soon. Thanks.
Bye for now. Boom. All right. I'm going to answer some questions. I'm going to give you guys some notes. Holy cow. Time is flying by. I'm having too much fun, guys. We're going to have to lengthen these Wednesday calls. Once they finally start answering, they get exciting. So I'm going to try this seller one more time, and then we're going to break down these two leads we just talked to. So don't go anywhere. What's up, Lynette? Hey, it's Andrew calling you back about the house. How you doing?
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, going good. You got the house on private road, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. What can you tell me about the property?
So it's a manufactured home. It's a mobile home, double wide. I think it's a 19 farm style. It's fenced in backyard. Got a nice 3-car carport, Morgan building in the back. Very well kept.
What do you own the dirt?
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of the acreage. I think it's like 0.3 something.
Okay, so 0.3, so like a third of an acre.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what it is.
What year's the mobile?
It's a 2019.
Okay. How many square feet?
I think it's 1520, 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Okay. And what's got you looking to sell?
Just moving closer to my job. Yeah, I'm almost 2-hour drive every day.
Holy cow.
It's getting old.
I don't blame you, man. What do you work at?
Work in Jordanton, Texas, which is down south. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
pretty good little haul.
No kidding. Is the house or the property need any work?
No,
No.
I
Okay.
mean everything is good on it.
Cool. What are you asking for the house? And I see the questions in
So
the comments. I'm going to be answering. So stick with me. We're going to stay over time.
17. I'm just trying to get, as long as I can get something like that, just to get rid of it. I'm not trying to make any money off of it.
What do you have left on the debt, brother?
That's what it's left. Is around 215, 217 on it.
Got
I
it.
bought it for almost 230.
Okay, so looking to sell for what you owe. What's the payment?
What's that?
What's the payment?
With everything added with it, it's like
I'll be answering you.
40
Kingsley, yes, I got you.
a month. I think it's a 5.3 interest rate.
40, and that includes principal, interest, taxes, and insurance.
Yeah, that's everything.
All right. By the way, is it on foundation?
It's not on. It's it's not on a slab.
So you have both personal property title and a deed to the dirt. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then who's your loan with? Because I know that those are hard to get financed sometimes.
Yeah, so it's Loan Care.
Loan Care. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So if we was to buy it, it's real simple. We would buy it, close with our real estate attorney. I'm not a realtor, so there's no 6% commission and fees. We'd buy it. We'd take over the 215 or whatever 217 debt. We'd pay the closing cost, your side and ours, so you could just be free and move on. We do it what's called a wraparound mortgage. So basically, we would just start covering that Loan Care payment that is on it and close with our real estate attorney. If we could, did you mention you have a wife as well?
Yes.
Yeah, you and her own this together, or just yours?
We are on the loan together.
Okay, Adam, and what's your wife's name?
Megan.
Megan. Adam and Megan. Okay. Assuming we can make this work, I wasn't able to find photos online. Assuming that we're good and able to move forward on this, how soon would you and Megan be looking to get this done?
As soon as possible.
Okay. Is the payments current, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. Payments current. Okay. So our next steps would be, Adam, I'm going to run some numbers. Our next steps would be to put it on a simple purchase agreement, start a title search, and would be yours and Megan's okay on the agreement. And then as soon as the title search comes back, we make sure everything's good there, which sounds like to me it is. So no back payments, no tax, there's no liens and crap. Then we would just be scheduling one of my partners to come do a walkthrough, take a look at it, make sure, there wasn't no big major thing that was missed, like a septic backing up or something crazy, right? And then we'd be closing normally around 30 days. So we'd be closing, what would that put us right before Christmas? Question for you. Is this city water and sewer or is this septic?
So they have it's subdivision.
Okay.
It's a gated subdivision. They have their own water sewer type thing.
Okay, cool. Lift station or whatever.
So yeah, and it's on a robotic system. So they take care of all.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So I'm gonna look this up, and then I'm gonna giving you a call. What's your best email address?
It's Adam _
And are you able to text me that when we hang up, just to make sure I got the number right?
information you need.
The email.
Yes.
Okay. And then, yes, if you could text me, if you could look up a loan care most recent statement and either text me a screenshot or a picture of that. And then, last thing I would like from you, do you have any recent photos of the place inside and out, especially of like the bed and bath and then the kitchen and the front?
So I had it listed online.
Okay.
Let me see if I can pull those pictures.
Okay. That'd be perfect. If you just have a recent photo and you could send me the link, I just wasn't able to find it on Zillow. So,
Okay.
send me that. And then as soon as I get those, I will do my final digging. And then I intend, based on all the facts I now have, I intend to put a purchase agreement over to you and your wife later tonight and text you when I do. When I do that, how long will it be from the time I send that over to you? The two of you are able to review that and okay that.
Oh, well, we can review it tonight.
Okay, perfect. I'll wait for the photos link and just the confirmation of your email so I'm not getting a bounce back. And I will text you once I send the purchase agreement tonight, and we'll see if we can move this thing forward for you, okay? Any other questions pop up for me, you let me know. I'm a text away.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Adam. Bye for now.
Bye.
We just got a call back. Don't worry, I'm going to get to your questions. Don't go anywhere.
Hello.
Hey, I missed you.
Yeah, that's okay. I just shot you over a text. I just spoke with the seller briefly, and I just went over quickly, what we spoke of, and he said, no, I just really rather have a LOI or an offer. Just come with me with the offer, and then we'll go from there.
Cool. Sounds like he's open and flexible, so it sounds like it's worth taking.
He's open and flexible, but at the same time, he's just you gotta. We've had so many people call on this, so-called investors and all the things, and he's just over it. He's like, I need something concrete, so give me an offer, and we'll go from there. I'm like,
I don't blame him one bit.
Yeah. So
as soon as we hang up, do you mind to text me the email you want that offer sent to?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
Hey. All right. So, boom. Just got another call back. I don't know who that was. All right. Now they're all calling us back. All right. So, quick recap of what we just did. I'm going to answer your questions and we're going to do a recap. And we're going to be a few minutes over today. Everybody, if you guys are good, spending an extra few minutes, just give me a thumbs up. Or if you're online, a heart. All right. Everybody good? Spend an extra 5 or 10 together. All right, good. We're going to keep going here. I want to make sure I answer all your questions. Karen says, what was the numbers on the mobile home on a third of an acre? So at first glance, it seems to be about a $250,000 property. It's in Texas. on literally the name is private road. The property is a $250,000 2019 modular, and it has a loan on it of $215. He's looking to sell it for what's owed. We will be taking over the debt of $1,340 a month PITI, selling on a lease option. Or excuse me, it's Texas. We'll probably just sell it on owner financing. Let's see, is Kurt or David in the house? Kurt Dixon or David Selvin? All right. Amanda, let them know to reach out to me. I have some questions on this one for my Texas people. I'm going to need a partner on this one. All right. Next, we would be buying it, taking over the debt of $215, and our intent would be to sell it on a lease option for $250. So good question. Let's see what other questions we had. Boom, 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 boom. What was the numbers on this one? Tara, let me know which one you were asking about, and we will. Oh, perfect. You're welcome. All right, good. Now for all the questions on here, we also have, I'm trying to help you help me. I'm going to use this. Yes, that's a good one, isn't it? All right, Fred says, you have enough time to go over whether it's better to do a contract for deed or wraparound mortgage to buy. Yes, my preference is always to buy on owner financing. If there's no debt, it's just a straight owner financing. The seller gets a first mortgage. And if there's a debt, to buy it on a wraparound mortgage, which means you get the deed, the seller gets a note and a mortgage. Says you owe Bill, let's say, $200,000, and Bill owes Wells Fargo $200,000. So that will be the intent on this deal with Adam. Will be what's called a wraparound mortgage. Just says Andrew Schlack's trust owes Adam $215,000. Adam owes Loan Care $215,000. We still pay the bank directly. Common the Chaos says, are you able to do a quick comparison of sub 2 versus wraps? Yes, I am. And this will help all of you big time. So sub 2, I used to buy houses sub 2. I don't anymore. With rare exception, I will buy the house instead now on owner financing or wraparound mortgage. Why? It feels better to me. I feel like the seller is more protected. And it just basically, instead of getting the deed and you just agreeing to cover their debt, it actually gives them a note and a mortgage, which is an actual real asset, a paper, note and mortgage. There's 4 parts to a house. It's a box on dirt. It's the note, it's the mortgage, and it's the deed. So this gives the seller a real asset and real protection. If God forbid you died in a plane crash, of being able to come. It also, you don't personally guarantee it. So it doesn't add any negative on your side. Capers is an acquired taste. That's funny. So much value here. Thank you, Elaine. Got the thumbs up coming. Somebody else, 4E, says, I'm amazing. Well, thank you. I would have to agree. So, Valerie, good to see you. I have one more note for all of you. Actually, we have one last call. Somebody says, Judith, who's this Nico? Type it in the chat. Who's this Nico? Define what you mean, Karen says, by I need a partner on this one. So this is actually a lead. We had our main lead guy who gifted to us an extra 30 leads for the event, 30 hot PPL leads for the event. And in order to close and negotiate them. And so rather than me buying this one alone, we're going to choose one of our Freedom Life family members and probably partner or pass it along. All right. So for you who are not part of our DOL family or Freedom Life family, you definitely want to be. Wholesaler for the motel in Houston. Cool. Send me all the details for that, Judith. And when we have some time, let's get on the phone with them. Send me a bullet point breakdown of all those details. I have 2 more notes for you guys online before we wrap up. And I'm going to spend an extra 5 minutes with my people on Zoom going over your questions. The last note of the day I want to point out to you is sometimes it starts off slow. Sometimes it finishes off slow. Sometimes it's slow all day. And other times it's like it has been the last 7 minutes. We can't finish one without getting the next one. Ask questions. There's main key takeaways I want you to have from today is ask questions, solve problems. If you guys online got value out of this, click the link in the chat and sign up for the free challenge tonight where I'm breaking down underwriting and deals for free. And then tomorrow, I'll be talking about on the challenge tonight how you can get access to the AI masterclass tomorrow. I want to point out for you guys, it is ask better questions, solve bigger problems. That's how we make more money. So something you're going to notice, we was just talking to a seller. What did he say? The seller says, I want $500,000. See, many people heard that he wanted 2 million. He don't want 2 million. He wants 500,000. Who noticed that? Yes or yes? Yes, he wants $500,000 for putting into his project. Awesome. Number 2, you heard a portfolio in Georgia. What does that seller want? He wants a headache-free deal. He's tired of dealing with fakes and frauds. I get it. I get offers from goofs all the time. That's why I'm just candid. Who here realizes that when I get on the phone with a seller, I tell them what sometimes I know they don't want to hear. Why? Because I'm just going to be candid. Do I lose deals because of that? Yes. Joe and Judith brought a deal. Just the other day, we made an offer. We come to a negotiation. They signed with somebody else. That clown fell through. While they were, before they signed our offer, they signed some other clown's offer. Who offered them less? That deal's about to fall through. I hope I'm wrong for their sake, but I'm almost certain I'm correct. So guess who is still there? Now, could have I told him some big story like the other clowns did and sold him and had him sign with us sooner? Probably. Will I do that? Heck no. I'd rather lose the deal. I just want to be direct. I just don't want to deal with crap, and I don't want you to have to deal with crap either. Say what you mean what you say. I told this seller, hey, I'm not going to write a check for 500 grand. I'm going to use your properties to get you the 500 grand. Tell me how. Did you guys notice that? I'm just telling them, yes, here's what we're going to do, and here's how we're going to get you the money. All right. So one more time, Gail, for all my online people, make sure you have posted that link in the chat. It should be pinned at the top on YouTube, but Gail, post that in the chat one more time for me on YouTube. I'm going to wrap us up online. And for those of you who are in the Zoom room, give me 13 seconds. Gail is looking for that link. Actually, I'm just going to grab it here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. All right, there. For all my online people, should have that link. Go sign up for the free challenge tonight. On the free challenge tonight, I'll tell you how to join the masterclass tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Show the love, show the likes, show the comments, show the shares. Do all the things that makes the algorithms love us. Thank you for being here. And we will see you next week. Same place, same time. And for everybody who's hopping in the free challenge tonight, and I'm going over deal breakdowns, I'll see you tonight. All right? Bye for now, guys.